Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be okay in your respective homes. Physical classrooms or educational institutions are completely shut. The only mode left for you is online and offline mode of teachings to prepare yourself well for the coming examination. It might be in your knowledge that government is devising a new policy to conduct examination of all classes online in the month of October and November. So it is moral obligation and compulsion to remain busy with the books to prepare ourselves for the coming examinations. Secondly, when we sit inside our homes, restrict our outside movements, we can defeat the COVID-19 infection that is putting life at the stake. It is killing people in plenty. Yesterday, 21,000 people were reported from entire India as COVID-19 positive. So it is first of all you need to save your life, and secondly you have to prepare yourselves for the coming examinations. Yes, students, without use of whiteboard today, through communication skills of a teacher, we are dealing with class 12 political science and chapter this contemporary South Asia, and where today we are dealing with India. Dear students, India is the largest democracy considered in the world. It is the second biggest populous country after China, and simply it is the biggest or largest country in terms of population in South Asia. In terms of area, it is the seventh largest country in the world and biggest country in the South Asia region. When geographically it is located to the north of equator between 8 degree 4 minutes north to 37 degree 6 minutes north latitudes and 68 degree 7 minutes to 97 degree 25 minutes east longitudes. Dear students, this country, India, became direct British colony after the revolt of 1857. It might be in your knowledge. After revolt of 1857, the British became British. India became direct British colony. No doubt, the East India Company came here in 1600 AD. First of all, the Indian affairs were governed by the East Indian Company, but after the revolt of 1857, the India became direct under control of the British. When Mahatma Gandhi entered in the Indian politics after return from South Africa in 1914, the Indian national movement saw something extraordinary. He struggled hard. He united the people. He initiated many movements like non-cooperation movement, Khilafat movement, civil disobedience, Quit India movement, and finally on 15th of August 1947, India became free. But a major event took place when India became free in 1947. India got partitioned into Pakistan and India. So the Pakistan came into being in 1947 after India was partitioned. In 1947, first of all, I am giving you the information that on 8th of December 1946, Indian Constitution started building up. It took 2 years, 11 months, 8 and 18 days to complete the Indian Constitution. It was ready on 26th of November 1949. But the Constitution was adopted or it came into force on 26th of January 1950. During 1947, when India became free, elections, India was not in a position to hold elections, to conduct elections. So the interim government was formed, headed by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. In 1952, general elections took place in India, and Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of Free India, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the President of Free India. Right from 1952 up to today, up till date, India never witnessed military coup. The democracy is smoothly going on. That is why it is called the largest democracy in the world. Secondly, it is being the populous country, its population is near about 1.33 billion. So it is tangible resource of power are enough here. No doubt the British dominated or eat away it have many of our resources, but some India is balanced with the resources. So they are using, they are making optimum use of resources to make India advance in terms of economy, and their political stability is also gaining strength. No doubt, the a good percentage of people living under below poverty line. Some are moving on the routes without the shelters, but India is trying hard to accommodate all people. Dear students, so India is having a prime position in the entire South Asia. When SARC was formed, India played a very good role. When Panchsheel Agreement was signed, India had a role. When non-alignment movement was hit, because world was divided into two different blocks, India kept itself aloof from the military blocks. India played a very good role in non-alignment movement. So we can say the political maturity has come in India, but still there is a problem that the poverty is hitting India very hardly. Dear student, this is the introduction about the India. In next chapter, I will throw the detailed light on the political affairs of India and social and economic affairs of India. No doubt, India is emerging economy. It is developing very fast. But in a video of 5 or 6 minutes, I can't provide you the full details. Today, it's enough for you. But before leaving the class, I am advising you the political science books are available with you. Do see these things on available political science reference books. If any question or confusion strikes your mind, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number, and you are even free to email your post. Even you are free to post your query on my email, that is kgm38864@gmail.com, and within short duration of time your query shall be answered. But before leaving the class, I am advising you to remain stick to the book so that you can crack the coming examination with a difference, and by remaining inside your homes you can also defeat the COVID-19 infection that is gaining pace in the world. Dear student, this is introductive phase of the India, and in coming lectures we will discuss its political affairs, its economic affairs, and its international relations. Till then, thanks, be balanced.